Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll hand it off. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. That's a big gain deep into plus territory. They'll spot it near the 30.
Well, that's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
It's an option look. Not much on that play, brought down short.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tar Heels. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Point after, up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They're going to run it here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Linebacker shifting around now. Quarterback still with the football. He's past the marker and still going. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They bring him down after a short gain there.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved. Just get his hands on the football. Also, nice easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice easy throw. And look at this. It ends up being a huge play.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Trying for a 4th down completion. Finds his man, has the first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive coming up. And there's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Punt team ready to boot it away. This one will be fair caught. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
Chris, what a shock, right? Come to an LSU game and you see a defensive lineman overwhelm an offensive lineman and come up with a big sack. When was the last time you didn't see LSU have defensive linemen who can make life difficult for quarterbacks and offensive linemen? Because I can't. They always have big boys who are athletic to make life difficult in that backfield.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
When he's got some space here. And the returner is brought down to wrap up the first quarter of play. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here. Move the sticks.
LSU has moved into the red zone. On the run, it's Kramer. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching the game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
2nd and goal for the offense. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. An important 3rd down and goal now. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
But when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to 3rd and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And it's good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Looking to scramble. Hit as he released it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the 1st down.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Running out of time in the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit.
It's a fumble. He quickly lands on it and prevents the turnover.
You know, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Here's the second down play. Here's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter what.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. No, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's fourth down. And the Tar Heels will bring their punt team onto the field. We're going to kick it away for the second time. This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. And the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll spot it down at the 15. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And they'll tackle at about the 23-yard line.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball down.
And the ball to the ground. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. So great return following the pick, or finally able to get him down.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. A premium here on ball security. The last drive, of course, ended in a fumble. Fights off a defender. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Looks like LSU has the first down.
They pick up a completion. It doesn't get big yards, but you know what? Enough for the first down. Let's move the sticks.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Handoff to the single back. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And now the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. They'll hand it off. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. It's a quick grab. He stopped, but he gets a first down. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. The tight end has got it. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Boy, this quarterback has a lot of confidence in his arm. He tried to thread the needle into double coverage. Lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Quarterback's got it on the option. He's finally tackled out the 2-yard line. You know, the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy.
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
PAT puts him in front by 7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Returner decides to fair catch this. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. He's got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. He's going to take another shot right here. Catch is made way down inside the 30. Touchdown, North Carolina. No chance to catch him.
What a first half. We've seen a little bit of everything. These guys have come all the way back. They scored with no time remaining. Now they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And there's the point after. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Fights off a defender. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Breaking free at midfield. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Finds room at the 30. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain in the first down.
Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. LSU is now operating in the red zone. Handoff here from the shotgun.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Looks left and finds his target there. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. And he drops back in the gun. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? They tackle him about the 14.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They're going to run it. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. And the Tar Heels will line up to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Padrino. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a fourth down try. Can they get something going here? Short pass finds the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on their ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the out route. The reception nets about 7 yards, but 4th down coming up here. Here's that defense shifting again. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Touchdown, Tigers. They go in front here in the second half.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He knocked through the extra point. Lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. Last drive stalled. We're forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
He's a wide-open receiver, complete. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
You know, a lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's first and goal.
And the Tar Heels hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Catch made on the right side. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Caught quickly. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Does his job with the PAT, and this ballgame is tied here in the fourth quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Now trapped behind the line. It'll be a short loss. He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense. The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. And he'll set up to throw. It's an out route. The catch made. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Looking for his big tight end. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
On 3rd and short, the offensive coordinator has his entire playbook open. You could run it or you could throw it. Either one's available. They chose to go through the air here. They're just not able to hit it.
They bring the punter onto the field now. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
It's caught. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Now that's how you execute. I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after that big play, I'm all about taking a shot right to the end zone here.
Quick spin on the run. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Send the back in motion. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal. First and goal. They need points, but it wouldn't hurt to also milk the clock a bit. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Caught that at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, UNC. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Takes the handoff. It's Kramer. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch made by the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. Locates the tight end. It's complete. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Quick completion to the tight end. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Try and muscle for the first down. Here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. Down by 7. They've got to convert here for a chance to tie this game. QB decides to keep it here. No, he didn't make it. They stopped him short on fourth down. The defense rising up here late in this football game to protect this lead. What a play. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. So it's still a one-possession game. The offense would love to work the clock here, but they can't take their foot off the gas. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They go backwards on first down, so it's 2nd and long from the 19. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Gets some space around the 30. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down here for this offense. And it's a kneel down. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on another team from the SEC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Big guys up front line up. It's first down. Press coverage now from these DBs. Ball handed off. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, this is what the offensive coordinator told us yesterday, Chris, in our production meeting. They thought they had an advantage up front with the line of scrimmage, and on this opening drive, we continue to see the offensive line and this back putting up positive yards.
So just one play, and they're just shy of midfield now. And at first down, they go right back to him. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. They'll move the ball to the 25-yard line.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
They'll run it here. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. And it's a touchdown, but hold on here. We have a flag down. Let's check what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he'll scoot out of bounds after a short gain, not enough for the first down.
Well, the quarterback knew the one thing he can't do here is take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. Now, he didn't pick up the first down, but he gave him a shot. I think he'll get some love from his guys for that effort.
And this one is right through. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. This one will be fair caught. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll With him out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
They'll run it here. The running back has the ball. And the Tar Heels offense is on the move now.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
First down, looking to throw the football. And it's caught. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
And the Tar Heels starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Snags a quick throw. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Second down play coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Here's a target, and it's complete. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
You know, on most of these counters, you leave the in-man in line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen to kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
Second down, we're going to throw it. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
Now it's third and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Quick throw, testing the middle, but it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. In the clear at the 25. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. It's a run to the left. It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And they heave it deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He's running out of time here. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders in this defense. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he lofts it toward the sideline. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
The key to me in this is the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands early, allows the receiver to run underneath that deep ball on that post route for a beautiful touchdown.
And they'll set up with a PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Secondary up now, trying to jam his receivers. As the first down is still going. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
Here comes a handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, they get stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. That's going to bring up a third down play for this offense. And, hey, I know it's the first half, but with the way this defense is playing and the fact that they have a nice lead, this is an important third down to try to convert here.
Fired into a tight window and picked off. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction. And a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays. And this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and first down.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
A big play here that gets them down into the red zone. They're not thinking about a field goal, I assure you, Chris. They're trying to get 6 points.
They'll test the right side here. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. Quick pass. The catch is made. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And it's caught. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that first down, breaks the tackle, just comes up a little bit short of the first down.
They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive. Quarterback drops back. Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast. It puts so much pressure on the
muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, North Carolina. So the offense clicking now for building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Adams. He's stopped, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch can get a little bit closer to the marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw again. It's an out route, the catch made. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Here's the snap, looking to throw. On the move, looking deep. It's caught. They will rule that a catch, a huge gain through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Breaking tackles. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
2nd down after that previous play. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Not going to be easy here. Backed up, a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big first down, and now this sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10.
Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship. And you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. And that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff. And we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's going to take off. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Big guys up front, lined up. It's 1st down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
That's another huge gain for this guy, and I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. And boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
Offense getting set, second down play here. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver, and he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to pass here. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. Kick bounces out of the back to the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. Trying to build in a positive first half for this offense to see if they can stretch the lead. There's some urgency on the part of the defense to stop the bleeding here. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
The completion sets up a second down play. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Gets into space at the 50. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
Breaks a tackle on the play, makes a decent gain.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Down he goes, a sack.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there, had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route, just not able to convert there on that 3rd down. Let's see what their decision is on 4th down coming up.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds, takes the returner out of play. Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Quarterback looking to scramble. Tries to get loose on the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. Buckeyes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Using his legs on the scramble. So the scramble comes up short. And now this offense facing a 4th down play. Are you serious? The offense going for it inside their own 30. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Fires it on the move. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. He's out of bounds after a nice gain, and finally a spark of life from this offense. The Buckeyes have 1st and 10 here. Offense looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. Looking to scramble now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the handoff. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. This time. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense, and it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the 2nd sack in this game.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He's looking to scramble. And the junior decides to pick up the 1st down himself.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
And it's a dangerous part of the field to be reaching into your bag of tricks. For a minute, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone. But they do pick up some positive yards.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT up and good. They trail by a touchdown, 24-17. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, North Carolina 24, Ohio State 17.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Ball handed off. Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
And the Tar Heels with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Caught quickly.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good enough for first down yardage.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
And it's a touchdown, but there is a flag down. Let's check out the marker. Well, that one is going to sting. Take the crucial touchdown off the board. They'll be backed up and have to try it again. And the Tar Heels line up with a 1st and goal. An inside give now from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Still plenty of work here to do now on 2nd down and goal. Receiver in motion now. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. And the defense able to stop him at the 2. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC.
I'm a little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
They're set now to try the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Contact as he threw it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, that one's picked off.
Intercepted by North Carolina. And their Tar Heels take over 1st and 10.
And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? He shreds the tackle. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
And that's a solid game before the defense able to bring him down.
That's another good run here by this back. You know, he's been inside, he's been outside. At times he's had to be patient, showing his vision. He now has 97 yards on the ground today. A few more carries, he's likely going to go over the century mark.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a 1st down.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got him to 3rd down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. We've got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they pick up the 1st down and keep working clock.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Aiming for the end zone. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and his quarterback.
Touchdown, Tar Heels. This offense really clicking. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter.
North Carolina, 38, Ohio State.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Number 17, set to pass on the football.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
And the Ohio State offense will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He flips it to the back across the middle and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. He grabs it inside the 20. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Defense is coming after him. Catch made on the left side. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. The Buckeyes looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. Nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Intercepted in the end zone.
The 2-point attempt is no good.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here.
38, Ohio State, 23.
And the hands team able to recover the football. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Gives it to the back. Finds room at the 30. At the 10 now. Touchdown, North Carolina. And the route is on.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. He's picked for a third time tonight. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
Oh, man, Christian, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Can he get there on the ground? Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. Well, this head coach told us we prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if he didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. That's a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things they did to counter how the defense was attacking them. Sometimes games can be won and lost thanks to a good game plan, and we saw how it made a big difference today.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the North Carolina Tar Heels.